Hey everyone, this is Nicole Spires, Director of Communications here at New Earth, and I'm so glad that you could join me for today's Healthy Hustle. Today we're going to pick back up on our hydration series that we started last week. We know that hydration is life. We know that we have to consume water daily to stay alive, but there's a whole lot more to hydration and how it impacts different systems in the body. It actually has a significant impact on how your brain functions. How so? Nurse Amy Chadwick answers this question for us.
You mentioned you were going to get into the different organ systems and how hydration affects those. Do you want to go ahead and educate us a little bit on that?
Sure. We'll start with the top down. So basically, our brain is made of around 73% of water. Our body in general, like people like to say, oh, we're 65% water. Technically speaking, that really looks like fluids. Fluids is a more appropriate term versus water because it's comprised of blood and plasma and sweat and urine, anything that's liquid. But our brains really, besides fat, are comprised of water. Without proper hydration, you think of your poor little brain like a grape. And without that proper hydration, all of a sudden it's going to start looking like a raisin. And that isn't going to bode well for you, especially if you're trying to do things like put together a new bicycle or actually give a presentation where you're trying to remember things online. So it's really important to keep hydrated so that your brain can work optimally. You don't get that brain fog. Your mood is actually regulated. Things like concentration. A lot of times when we're working with the elderly in my nursing career, the first thing I tell my patients is like, well, when's the last time you've had a glass of water? When they're complaining, I'm losing my mind. It's just like, well, oh yeah, that was, 6 o'clock this morning. And how much water have you had? Oh, 8 ounces for your whole day. That might be a problem.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's super interesting.
That's one of the first things that, as a nurse, you kind of check in with your patients. And then secondly, I always go to blood sugar. But truly, hydration is like the fastest, easiest thing that you can have a better outcome out of.
I love that visual. Picture your brain as a raisin. Not a good image, right? We'd rather have it look more like a grape. Of course, that's where hydration comes in, but it's more than aesthetics, right? Most of us don't really think about what our brain actually looks like. Rather, we're after a clear, sharp mind, an uplifting mood, and the ability to concentrate on the task at hand. Well, as Amy mentioned, the first step to a healthy, functioning brain is hydration. So drink plenty of water and support your ever important brain. It's part of something we call living the New Earth life. I hope you guys found a nugget of information that helps enhance your health, enhance your life. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll join you on the next Healthy Hustle.